Welcome to English Educational Chat Room with me, Aminu Abrahman Garba. As always, as I've already told you that we have a guest in person of Madam Saeed Mustafa. So before we dive into the discussion, we need to know who is Madam Saeed Mustafa and even his struggles to the English learners in Ambata local government.
So, my name is Saeed Mustafa Buhari, and I'm a teacher. I teach English for almost 17 years at a different level, primary, secondary school, even tertiary institution. I'm a writer. I write about 13 books, 10 in grammar and other in history and so on. So, this is my little background. At the same time, the chairman of the English Literary Academy, popularly known as DELA. DELA provides the English Literary Academy provides English, a platform for English learning classes, and also Lambert Podium, school tour, and so on and so forth. So this is very little about me. I'm also a learner, a teacher, a student somewhere in one university.
Always, and today we're going to discuss, well, the topic that we expected to discuss today is grammar, and even the scope of grammar, and the step of learning grammar, and also to see a little bit vocabulary development and how to acquire vocabulary development, and also in which step that when we earn vocabulary, in which step that we apply the vocabulary that we earn in our day-to-day English language. Okay. So first, what is grammar?
So for the benefit of the listeners, or I'm sorry, viewers, I don't want to go into technicalities. I'm just going to talk directly. Grammar is just the gross elaboration of language, how we compose sentences to paragraph, and that is direct consideration of sentence construction, tenses, active passive voices, and so on. So grammar is just rules and regulations that help us to communicate in English, either in terms of writing or in speaking.
Okay, thank you very much. So what about the scope?
Okay, the scope of grammar, many students misconceive the concept of grammar. If you heard somebody speaking English like native speaker, American or British, you say, oh, that man has a grammar.
Yeah,
which actually is not grammar, it's just pronunciation.
Yes.
So grammar as English language uses grammar only deals with the rules and regulation of language, with the exception of pronunciation.
Yes.
That's part of phonology.
Yeah.
That is when we're talking about English language. When we're talking about languages in general, in terms of linguistic, grammatical, universal grammar. So in that instance, we can talk, yes, grammar also involves phonology, semantics, but in process of learning English language, grammar is just a rules and regulation of language in terms of sentence constructions, the spellings, punctuation, and so on. But pronunciation is not part of grammar. Yes, pronunciation is important, but it's not actual knowledge of learning grammar as English language learner.
Okay, so that's the second segment. Okay, so the third segment is to look over the step.
Okay,
learning
grammar. The step of learning grammar. Conventionally, people are learning grammar theoretically.
Yeah.
Definition, types, and so on and so forth. And this is why we are missing the point.
Yeah.
When we are learning grammar, yes, doing it conventionally is not something wrong, but we need to try to apply it into our day-to-day use of English language.
Yeah.
So the first step of learning grammar, after you know what is the meaning of grammar, then the usually first step of learning grammar is knowledge of part of speech. If I say knowledge of part of speech, people will think that this is something very easy, something that they already know.
Yeah.
But what I mean by knowledge of part of speech is the ability to know those words, those 8 parts of speech that make the language in general, and try to use them in your day-to-day activity. That is, you must study all these word classes.
Yes.
The participle, noun, pronoun, verb, and adjective. not only knowing them or memorizing them, but know how they are used in sentences, how they are used in spoken English, and so on and so forth. So part of it is the first step of learning English. Then we move to sentence structure, from phrases to clauses, from clauses to sentences, types of sentences, active and passive voices. Then probably move to program. But yes, part of speech at the first level of learning grammar, in which students will try to see critically how those classes are and how are they going to apply them in their day-to-day.
As we've already finished about the grammar and scope of it, and so we move into the vocabulary, because some people are confused about vocabulary and grammar. So sir, what the difference, or what vocabulary means for us?
Okay, as already mentioned, the vocabulary are just the disaggregation of language. Then on the other hand, vocabularies are those process of acquiring English words.
Okay.
You cannot just learn how the rules and operation of language without the knowledge of vocabulary.
Exactly.
Vocabularies are just words that you use as building block of your sentences and other expressions.
Yes.
So students are expected to learn these vocabularies. There are different ways of learning vocabularies. Most important, effective one is reading.
Yes.
The more you read, find novels, find newspapers, read, you will come across to, or you must come across to words,
Yes.
words that you don't know. This is a challenge for you. Then try to know their own meaning. The context will help you. And if you don't know, if you can't find the meaning from the context, then you try to consult the dictionary.
Yeah.
From that, frequent reading, reading can improve your vocabulary, can boost your vocabulary, many words. And at the same time, by using prefix or suffixes, you can also increase your own vocabulary. From the respect, you get disrespect,
Yes.
from loyal, you get unloyal, and so on and so forth. So, but reading is the most effective way of acquiring or boosting vocabularies. And students are not expected just to have list of words and memorize them. Memorization of words without putting them into practice is nothing. It's just like parrot, parrot. You just memorize it without ability to use their own grammar and put the word in sentences. So what students are expected to do, if you learn grammar, know more about grammar, then you try to acquire words, vocabulary.
Yeah.
Then if you have vocabulary, then you stay and think of an idea.
Yeah.
What am I going to write? Then the first question of what I'm going to write must come first. What am I going to write? Then you think of the topic, then the relevant words, the word that you are writing or on speaking, then you think of grammar.
Yes.
Then if you master this, then you find yourself using your own grammar and vocabulary at the same time, which at the end you will communicate, find yourself communicating either writing or speaking. So practicality, the practical aspect of this is very, very important. Acquire the vocabularies. When you find 1, 2, 3 words in a novel or in a newspaper, try to form sentences of them. Try to imitate the writers that you wrote their own writing, because William Wayne's Caesar said that writing is done by imitation.
Yes, of course.
So also speaking, we learn from imitation, and we learn from imitation. It's both speaking and also writing. So reading books and also watching movies, all will improve your own vocabularies. So this is how students are expected to boost their own vocabularies.
Okay. So, sir, in a simple way, how can we acquire a vocabulary?
Yes, I already mentioned that you can acquire vocabulary by reading.
Through reading?
The more you read, the more you find new words.
Exactly.
Some people are scared. The more you open a book and see new words, till the reader finds new words to him, you just close the book and say, this is complex words. It is.
Yes.
Reality is not, they are not complex. It's just new to reading. It's just new to reading.
Okay, so sir, in which way that we appear, we
Try to apply the word.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
the way we can apply our knowledge of grammar vocabulary is we are reading and speaking.
Okay.
Sorry, writing and speaking. When you have your own words, then and you are good in grammar,
Yeah.
so you need to exercise this grammar and words.
Exactly.
By writing, think of any idea, try to write them on even your WhatsApp or Facebook page. Try to create a topic. Listen to radio. Watch TV. You see contemporary topics,
Yes.
current topics in politics or religion. So relate them. Try to put something your own view, maybe in comments,
Yes.
even on WhatsApp. Try to find somebody who you can speak English with them.
Yeah.
So through this, you can boost your vocabulary, you can apply the words of the vocabulary and boost grammar. So this is the ideal way that students must try and do it. They must try and do it.
Yes.
They need to be patient because the practice must be frequent. Day by time, they become acclimatized to the situation. At the end, they become good speakers and good readers of the language.
Okay. So I think this is almost the end of our program. But before we close the program,
I have something to say. Okay, about this vocabulary. Students are not expected just to learn words and use them. There's what you call usage note, even in dictionary.
Yeah,
there are words that are formal and informal, what are the derogatory and taboo, what are nouns and adjectives.
Exactly.
So if you find any word and you want to use it, try to know it is on class. Try to know it is usage note. Is it derogatory or formal? Is it informal? Is it approving or disapproving? Because if you use it in a full context, which it is when it is disapproving, the English there has a problem. The one that knows the word is disapproving will think that you insulted him or so on and so forth. Like in Hausa, if you say in Hausa, if you say like al-huda, this one is al-huda, it's decorating.
Exactly.
It's decorating. Al-huda means you are knowledgeable, but it's decorating.
Yes.
It's an abuse. So we must try to know the words. Not all synonyms are interchangeable.
Okay.
Some synonyms, words you can find more that there are synonyms, but they cannot be interchangeable. So you must find the usage note. Usage note is very, very important for students that want to know more about their vocabulary and want to boost up their vocabulary.
Okay. So as I said, this is almost the end of today's program, but before we close the program, sir, what a piece of advice did you offer to the upcoming English learners?
Okay, as a teacher, this is something that it comes across to us different times. Many students want to learn English, but they don't want to devote time to do that.
This is the very best.
So if you want to learn English language, you must give it time.
Yes.
You must be patient.
Exactly.
You must endure. You must read your books.
Yes.
You must write. So if you do this, then we try to have a good teacher or a good school that you can learn that. And the most important thing, we have so many books of English language learning, teacher self, novels, other English textbooks.
Yes.
But the most important thing, like we discussed in this video, is the practice.
Yes.
The practical aspect of it. Students are expected to practice what they learn, either by writing or speaking. And you need to have someone who can correct your own mistake.
Yes.
As a mentor, as a mentor that will correct your own mistakes. So if you have this, you have courage, patience, and you do it frequently, and you have the tools, the teacher, the books, and so on, then by the grace of God, at the end of the journey, you will indeed be what? A good English language user.
Okay. So thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
For the time that you went to us.
I'm also very grateful to this educational center for giving me the opportunity to be online. Thank you very much.
So this is the end of today's program, and I hope the program will educate and entertain you. And today, as I already said, our guest is Madam Sayyidinisa. As he already expressed, is a person with different books, and also I'm still learning his book, or reading his book, and also a lecturer at midwifery, as you already know that, also teaching English many years in different schools in Gambata local government. So thank you very much, sir, for your time, for your country boys that given to us.